Disclaimer, hindi ako interior designer. I just organize.
Puro tayo disclaimer, yeah.
So,
We were the lucky ones. So this is my favorite.
Me too. That's my favorite also.
But I did this when I was like 7. So keep.
Wow! If you have any suggestion on how to improve my design techniques, alam mo na ready talaga siyang mag-organize.
Alam mong may desire to organize. Wala lang will to do it.
Hi everyone! We're here with Nikki today.
Hello!
And we helped her fix her home.
My office! Finally!
Actually, mabilis lang namin tinapos yung pag-organize nitong home office ni Nikki because it's already naman organized na. Konting tweaking lang.
It needed a system.
Yes.
Okay, what do I love about this area? Well, number one, the fact that all the books are color coordinated because it's just sarap lang yung tignan.
It's very easy on the eyes.
It's very
when you
easy
do
on
it.
the eyes, yeah. And so I feel like for some reason it feels like it's easier to pick a book, but to be even more specific, this is my favorite. Okay. Isa, she was like, how many years have you been married? I said, we got married 2015, ganyan. So 5! Maya-maya nakabuo na siya dito ng story with the titles of the book. The last 5 years, when God writes your love story, we were the lucky ones. So this is my favorite.
Me too. That's my favorite also. Kasi ang dami mo talagang books, and when you mentioned na, what was your course in college?
English literature would leave.
Actually, medyo na-challenge talaga ako i-organize ng home office ni Nikki. Kasi Nikki is an interior designer.
Interior design student.
But, very, like, with flying colors talaga. Kasi nababasa ko yung mga posts mo about it. So, natatakot talaga ako na baka mamaya hindi pumasa sa taste ni Nikki.
Ano ba yun? Of course not.
Yeah, but as much as possible, I tried lang to be technically basic about it.
Yeah.
As long as pag tinignan mo siya, looks balanced. And yun nga, malinis lang siya tingnan.
Yeah.
That's how I do naman my design or
Yeah. And Isa actually did a lot of parang trial and error. Like, every 15 minutes I'd come in the room, nagbago na naman yung arrangement kasi parang either she's not satisfied or you discovered a better way to lay out things. So, yeah.
And this area naman, Nikki, your reading nook, when you sent me a photo of it, parang on both sides were your picture frames.
Yeah, it's random, like art, old photos. So I didn't really do much with it. Kasi nga, like, I was thinking, this is the first thing that you see as soon as you enter. So this is really the only space that I, kind of fixed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't really do much here. But turns out it's an important part of the reading nook.
No, because you know why? Because I really imagine you lounging here.
Yeah.
And parang minsan iniisip ko kung nakahiga kaya si Nikki dito, parang titingnan niya yung collection niya. Diba? Parang if you're going to look at it, you can pick out a book and then read talaga and use it for. So it's a reading nook. So that's why I created like a mini library on both sides.
Kasi this is like a nostalgia shelf.
Yeah.
Because these are all the books that like I fell in love with growing up. So color coordinated, Sweet Valley Kids, and like all the books that I really, really loved growing up. And I like that parang you mixed, I used to collect
figurines.
like music box stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so parang those things that you wind and then they play music. So I had a huge collection and then parang move. So this is na like my favorite ones. And like, how when you organize things, talagang tanggal ito, tanggal yan.
Yeah.
And like, how you were telling me about how like, Pinoys are a bit more sentimental than the others. And so we like to hold on to certain things And so I like that you kept the things that I like to hold on to. Even if they're not necessarily eye candy, like seriously. But I did this when I was like 7, so keep.
Wow! The major transformation in this room is actually this area that I think dito ka talaga nahirapan lang, Nikki.
The challenge kasi with like when I chose to design it this way, na open lahat, parang it didn't occur to me that I needed parang enclosed, like I don't really have a cabinet anywhere. So parang not all things are pretty. So for the eyesore items like, you know, these gadgets or whatever, swatches, parang typically if I had a cabinet, tambak na lang lahat dun. Since wala, nagawa ni isa ng paraan. It's still so nice. And you know where everything is.
No, but Nikki was actually prepared kasi when we went here, so these baskets, these are all hers, and meron na agad siyang mga label clips. So that's why, konting-konti lang talaga yung inayos namin dito. In fact, sa sobrang wala na kayong masyadong ma-organize.
This is my favorite part. If you were to ask me, all my markers are by color, not by number. Pati ang shade. Kung di ka ba naman talaga, OC.
Ayan. At the end of the day, parang if you really want like a positive outlook ba, diba? In your everyday. And yung makikita mo agad is puro kalat. I mean, something that will please you aesthetically. Diba? Parang will right away have an effect in your mood.
And also like, I know productivity, right? Na parang pag sobrang kalat, it's just, and as opposed to pag malinis, parang you're just more productive.
Ito, hindi ko natatanungin si Nikki, but ako na. This is my favorite. This is really my favorite. Kasi, this, ano ba to?
This is part of that, which is the secretoire.
I know.
So it's part of the secretoire. This is old. Like this has moved.
Where did you get this?
I don't want to say stole it from my mom. I asked, not so nicely, if I could have it, and so they gave it to me. So parang this has moved with the family.
Yeah.
And so my mom finally passed it on to me. And this thing is part of the writing desk. It was attached inside, which again, I was never really able to utilize kasi...
Yeah. Because our challenge, kasi hindi namin masyadong na kuhanan ng video kanina. But my challenge talaga was how to ensure na itong table ni Nikki is super neat and clean and, and kanina puro trays dito. In my, parang in my attempt talaga to contain and sort everything. But it was a mishmash of basket and yung mga
plastic trays.
Yeah. So, ang hirap. And then when I saw na natatanggal siya from dun sa loob, parang, nanganak yung table.
Yes!
So, parang it's a nice addition to it also that now, parang there's something there that matches this one.
Yeah, it kind of connects the two pieces.
Yeah, and plus you can hide some of your chismis here.
Yes! So when you walk in, you don't really see what's going on in here. Kunwari lang busy ako, pero good drawing lang ako talaga.
Speaking of drawing, okay, so when Nikki sent me a photo of her office, I saw a cart and I asked her if it's a makeup caddy or an art caddy.
Yeah.
And when she mentioned that it was an art caddy, sobrang tinatry ko na kasi talagang i-thread together kung ano yung mga nakikita ko from the photos.
Yeah.
And I saw that you have a basket over there that has parang a lot of mga...
Paper rolls.
Yeah, paper rolls. And I'm so excited kasi this is the first time that I'm executing this project for a client.
Which I found so, like, nung na-excite ka dun sa caddy, like, bakit kaya?
Sabi pa niya, ba't pwede nating i-move yan?
Oo, pwede natin tanggalin.
Akala niya siguro naiinis ako dun sa
kasi eyesore. Sabi ko, don't worry, lipat natin ang room yan.
But no, so this one.
Guys, come and see it.
Okay, so I saw that Nikki likes to paint. and
Dabble.
nag-art. Yeah.
I dabble.
Yeah, so I saw an opportunity here on her art caddy to house everything that she needs.
This one's my favorite.
Wow! So, ayan. So, lahat naka-attach na dyan. So, like I mentioned kanina, now you can do art wherever.
Yes,
Diba?
I
You
can bring it
here.
anywhere.
So, you can call this your own R2D2.
I know. Cute!
Yes.
No, I love it. It's so organized.
What were you feeling before you contacted me? Like, why is there a need for you to organize this area?
Yeah, I was actually just telling my mom, parang this is the first time I felt the holiday burnout. I was really feeling very overwhelmed and tired because it's just kalat from like wrapping gifts and the stuff that my son received, all the boxes and all these things. They were just all on my desk and because I didn't know where to start, parang tatabi ko na lang siya.
Correct.
Just to make enough room for the next, you know.
Yeah, that's what we noticed nga. Parang naging catch-all station
Yes.
tong room mo.
Exactly. Parang everything tambak na lang dito and with the mindset na I'll get to it. Like I'll sort it out when I have time. And I realized I'm like I don't have the energy anymore. So I'm like I need to call a professional.
I wanted to ask you, like, since you are here during the process, so what were your key takeaways?
My key takeaway would have to be parang you don't really have to get rid of everything sentimental, you know. It's like, I mean, it's a nice notion to live na minimalist, but it's just not for everyone, you know. Like, it's not for me. I like to hold on to sentimental stuff, you know. I'm not a hoarder, but there are just some things that you know, I like to keep. So parang I like that I'm not made to feel guilty for holding on to these things. And so, so yeah, in fact, parang I feel validated pa nga when you work with it and you put them on display. So it feels like my sentiments, my memories are also valued, you know, are also respected. As opposed to just being told to get rid of this na, tapon mo na yan, you know what I mean?
What I need to point out lang naman when it comes to sentimental things is I mentioned it yesterday to you that if you treat everything as sentimental, then nothing really is. But if you know how to value those sentimental items, that it in fact defines your past, your present, and your future, then by all means, keep it. Right? Because most of the time, we tend to keep things because it defines just our past. You know, and a lot of people, a lot of Filipinos tend to live in the past. Diba? Na there's no room for the present and the future.
Parang I learned that, mistake ko kasi to I like to keep nice quality boxes to use as parang containers, baskets for. And parang I just realized na even if I organize my stuff in those boxes, pag nilagay ko na sila sa shelf, mukha pa rin magulo. So it's also pala in the uniformity of things.
It also helps that before you buy organizing materials, best if you sort your things first so that you know how you're going to contain it. Because if you buy muna and then hindi siya pumasok, hindi siya, di ba, hindi siya fit, then sayang lang, that's going to be another clutter lang at home. Right? So my last question is, so kanina we picked out talaga your favorites around the
office.
Office. So which is your ultimate favorite?
Okay, again, I have two answers. There's the sentimental answer and then there's the more practical, technical answer. So obviously, my favorite will be this. I feel like parang it actually served the purpose, like its original purpose, like what I designed this space for. Because I originally designed it to be a reading nook, you know, so it's a place for me to lounge and read. So, like even this small touch of like a devotional and then the journal and the Bible just readily there in that basket. It's like my active basket.
Correct. parang we were able to create zones inside
Yes.
the room, diba? Without really parang having to change anything or buy so much things.
Yes.
What
My technical
is it?
favorite obviously is this one.
Okay.
Because it's like, I mean, they're files and they're pads of paper and they're not really like the prettiest things in the world. And yet, parang Isa was able to transform this area into, something still aesthetically pleasing. So I'm super happy about this.
But
Like,
very functional.
Very functional and using stuff that I already had. Like parang Isa came with supplies. And gusto ko nga mag-shopping sa labas. Gusto ko ang daming supplies. Gusto ko bilhin lahat and di niya ginamit. Ginamit lang niya yung gamit ko.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I want to thank you, Nikki, for this opportunity. For
Thank
welcoming
you!
us. For welcoming us in your home. You have a very lovely home.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you for saving me.
Anytime. So, thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until the next time, stay neat, everyone.